Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesign, back today with another video in our advent calendar. Alright, we're up to number 12. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close. This is a wild one, right? Because I'm assuming that this is maybe kind of like what we did here. And then there's like little berries on it maybe. And then a wheat stalk. So, yeah. I just realized I need another pencil. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to need light umber, cream, Kelly green, sap green light, potentially pale sage, probably only 2 reds. We're going to go with probably Scarlet Lake and Crimson Lake and Espresso. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see if I can zoom you in. That's about as zoomed as we get. Okay, so first I'm going to start with light umber, and I'm just going to go in and kind of flick up from each of these little bases, kind of getting into that shadowy area and just lightly flicking up. Some of them can be a little higher up, so like these are a little longer, so make your flicks a little longer. You want to go some of them about halfway, and then a few a little longer. There's no magical formula, okay? And then next we're going to go in with our cream and kind of do the same thing, just really kind of going over everything that we haven't colored with this cream. But I'm keeping my flicks in the direction of the wheat, right? I think I'm going to go in with the light umber down here, and maybe a little bit of that green ochre that we used yesterday. Where's it at? Kind of like that. Alright. Next up, I am going to use just a little bit. Okay guys, sorry to pull in a couple of colors here. Grab your sand. I just feel like it needs just a little more color. So we're going to use just a little bit of sand, only at the bottom, just kind of going over that light umber. Not really flicking high up, just a little bit there. Okay, and that's all there is to that one. So now with this one, I'm going to do it a lot like we did here, only I'm not going to go as dark. So my darkest is going to be the Kelly green. So we're going to start a few flicks here. We're going to use that same flicking motion. Kind of wherever the artist put these lines, that's where we're going to put our darkest color. Anywhere it kind of sticks out there. Now I like them a little poofier like we did there. You can do those at the end if you'd like. Sometimes that helps you stay focused, just doing them at the end. I didn't go all the way across there. You can. Okay. Next is sap green light. double check I'm recording. We don't need a repeat of yesterday, huh? Oh, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard, but it's like you get focused on the coloring and chatting, you know, making sure you're explaining yourself well, and the basics like, hey, are you in camera? And is your microphone on? Are you recording? You know, all those things. The basics just go right out the window. Okay. I'm going to bring those in just a little bit in some of these bigger areas. Just random. I just don't want huge gaps of too light. Okay. Next up, I think I am going to go in with this pale sage. I think it'll be a nice blender color for us. So, doing those same kind of flicks, I am leaving a little bit of white still. You'll see why in a second. Okay. Next up, I am going to bring in our cream that we used here. Make sure your cream doesn't have any other colors on it. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of the sap green. 1 or 2 strokes is it in each of the little pods, right? Don't go crazy. You just want just a hint of color. Okay? We're just trying to tie it all together a little bit. Little bit of this light umber right in the darkest areas only. Just a little bit. We don't want a brown wreath. But see how if you just do a tiny bit in the shadows, it kind of looks like shadows. Okay. I think this is a very unusual image, and I really wasn't sure how to tackle it. Okay, next I'm going to go back with my green, my Kelly green, the first green, and I'm kind of going over that brown, right? That light umber. Just kind of doing the exact same thing, just another layer of it. But concentrating on where I went with that brown. But even though we're kind of covering it up with the green and we're not really going to see the brown much anymore, the value is there, and it still helps your image be a little bit cohesive. Try not to get the green and the berry, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Sap green light. Like I said, we're just kind of repeating what we did. All right. Now this time we're going to use sand. And 1 or 2 flicks. Don't get crazy. Just a little bit. Okay. All right, next up is our little berries. So I'm going to go in with Scarlet Red. Don't forget to leave a highlight. So we're going to put those in. If you can't do this, use a Posca pen. Okay, now I'm going to go dark to light. So I'm going to go in with, what is this, Crimson Lake. Remember how we did our little U shape? These berries are so small that if you don't do it at the beginning, you'll never get back in there. Okay, and then color your berry. Are we going to get a lot of definition? Nope. Will we get a little? Yes. If you accidentally cover over your highlight, don't worry about it. Put a Posca pin in there and call it good. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching another video from Jazzydoodledesigns. If you enjoy adult coloring content, please consider subscribing. You can now find me on Instagram and Facebook as well. I welcome all comments and suggestions. Don't forget to like the video before you go. And until next time, take care.